What's up, beautiful people? In this video I'm going to do a walkthrough to show you updates on the garden, the front yard garden, as well as show you things to come in the backyard garden. Let's go. What's up, beautiful people, and welcome to another episode of Don't Keep Up With the Joneses. 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 All right, great people, so we're gonna start off gracefully coming through the trellis, the arch trellis, which of course, if you've been following my videos, you know I've been working on my cucumber plant, which as you can see, the fight is over. The plant has died. I tried and even on both sides it is not what it should be. This one is more brittle and dead. Wow, that's bad. And then the other side, however, I do have plans, ladies and gentlemen. And oh, am I excited about the plans for this arch trellis. Make sure y'all stay tuned for what's to come, because what I put on here, I promise you it's gonna be something that you're gonna want to plant and garden in your garden. So let's just keep on going, see what we have going on. Here we have our keyhole raised bed. As you can see, I've done videos on this. This one is filled with banana peels. As you can see, a banana peel is even being tossed on top. This one is your regular raised bed, you know, for everything. And this one is preferred for rooted vegetable plants, okay? Also over here we have our sunflowers, which I did a video on growing sunflowers in succession. This section, I just did them all at one time, so it's a nice entryway to the garden itself. Which, even talking about entryway, make sure I talk about what's going on the fence there. But as you can see, these sunflowers are growing up ever so nicely. So what I can do as far as succession planting is I can go ahead and do another row of sunflowers, which is why I kept this all nice and open the way I did, because more sunflowers will come. I'm also excited about the growth of the sunflowers so far, and even more excited about how they will continue to grow. All right, so of course y'all know I put the marigolds in pots as well as my herbs, just to be able to keep them flexible and be able to, you know, move and do everything I need to do. Over here, these are my beans. I haven't harvested anything out of here. The whole idea behind this whole section was to have some nitrogen going, have some green going, have some good vibes going in the garden, even before I plant my kale and collards and my winter vegetables, which I'm also excited about. As you can see, the basil is kind of phased out. That's okay, it can go. I'm okay with that. We also have some hot peppers, some jalapeno peppers. They look oh so well, ready to be harvested, to be honest, so I can go ahead and harvest those. This is a bell pepper plant that did not make it. I wonder why. Maybe it's too hot. I don't know. It has that type look as far as the leaves are concerned. But with that, it's okay. At the end of the day, it's okay, because I'm excited about what's gonna go in these raised beds anyway. Of course, we have some mint going along here, or should I say growing along here, that I'm excited about. It's gonna be flexible, movable. That's why it's in a 5-gallon bucket. Of course, we have the sage that I planted not too long ago. It is growing well, looking well. Even have some new flowers coming, which lets me know that the soil is right, and it's gonna be good. Also, we have some more peas over here, looking like they do over here, which, hey, it's a part of it. Like, it's a part of it. It's just what I needed to do. It's adding greens, adding nitrogen to the soil, and it's gonna help pop my kale and my collards and other things like that. And so I have two sections of those. I can actually harvest these peas for future peas if I wanted to, but I believe I have enough. Or if you want some peas, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll harvest them and try to send them to you. We also have some basil growing along here, which this basil turned out oh so well. I really didn't do anything to it or anything with it. It's a lemon basil, so it has a nice beautiful aroma, which, I mean, it's huge, as you all can see. It's a very huge plant, so I might pull it up, I may not. We'll see how the rest of the raised bed goes and how I look to grow things. Also, we have another marigold, and then we have some dill. This dill looks like, okay, I need to water it more. Looks like it's getting scorched a little bit. I mean, to be expected. It is directly in the sun where it is located, so maybe I need to reposition it, which is another beautiful thing about growing in flower pots. You can move, you can, you know, you have flexibility. Here we are with the okra, which these okra are taking off. Like, look at how tall these okra are. Like, this hoop house, I would say, is about 5 feet And so, I mean, it's almost there. It's almost 5 foot okra. And the okra are just producing after producing. I really can't keep up with it just because of how fast it is producing. As you can see, this okra is too long. It's going to be too rough for eating purposes. And you can even see some more over there. Those have gotten long. It's been raining here a lot, to be honest, in the Sunshine State of Florida. Here we go with the Marigold Bush that I pulled up from the raised bed over there. This is how it looks so far. I mean, I feel like it can bounce back. There's hope because it's still standing, right? That's the hopeful, wishful thinking. Here we have some lemongrass that I planted in the front that I picked up from the backyard. And that is going along here with my sweet potatoes, which are doing very well. I have an extra container to go ahead and garden with, which I'm excited about what I'm gonna plant in it. I also have sweet potatoes growing along here, which are doing very, very well. I have the trellis set up behind it so that it can grow along the trellis, as well as with the mint. And so, you know, that's just to help companion plant. That's what it's all about. Companion planting, growing things together to help each other in the process, okay? We also did some okra in a 5-gallon bucket just to see how it would look like, how it would do. It's growing fairly slower, as you can see, as opposed to the raised bed. So maybe there's something to say as it pertains to growing in containers as opposed to raised beds in the soil. So hey, take it for what it is. We also have some Thai basil over here. So we have 3 types of basils. Regular basil that you saw in the raised bed over there that may or may not make it. We also have lemon basil that is so humongo as it is right now. And then we have some Thai basil growing along here, which I saw somebody say in the comment section, Thai basil is so good, and if I ate that, I would not want to try the other. So we'll see. We also have some lavender that is out of season right now. I am going to cut it back to see if in doing so, it'll grow back in season. We also have some more mint right here that I'll take up and move. We have carrots, and a form of collards that I expected to bolt, but it did not, which I'm excited about because it lets me know I can grow it all season. And so I'll be planting it in the raised bed, okay, y'all? That's what it's all about. We also have some rosemary to go along with the jalapeno peppers, which are doing oh so well. This one's probably ready to be picked, as well as the others as well. I have a great friend, Ricky's godfather, who just came over and said he loves jalapenos, so I might pack a bag of way for him. Also, we have some marigolds in a planter box, in a pallet planter box, which did so well. Some more jalapenos, so I have 3 jalapeno plants in total. Again, right there, and over there in the raised bed. We also have marigolds in this one, marigold in that one, that we have already started seeing fruit of. Like, look at this. This has grown so well. And remember, this was from a seedling that I had grown in the backyard. So was this one from a seedling that I did from the backyard. And so if you follow all the different videos I do, you can see now how they are in right timing as it pertains to my fall vegetables and my fall planting. So perfect timing, guys. And that's why you're always thinking ahead in the garden while you're growing, so that you can be prepared for the things that are to come. Always thinking ahead, okay? Even like I said, look at these okra. The okra are so long. These are so long. I mean, they're beautiful. They're beautiful to see, but too long to eat at the end of the day. Beautiful to see, but too long to eat. And that's just what it is. So that's what we have growing along here. And let me show you what's going on the other side. All right, great people. So along the fence, I have some trellis growing scenarios over here. And so what I have growing along the fence is some jasmine, which I am also excited about. I have 3 jasmine plants, one right here, one in the middle, one on the far side, that the goal is for it to fully engulf the fence itself. And then what you see right here is a Bougainvillea plant. So the idea is for the Bougainvillea to continue to grow, fill in as it pertains to the jasmine. So to be jasmine right there, Bougainvillea all right there, and then we have another jasmine plant. It has already done so well in growing along the fence. I just want it to continue to grow. And even right here, it is just growing up to the point now where I just need to go ahead and you know, position it in a way to continue to grow and do what it does, which is climb. It's a climbing plant. As you can see right here, here's the flower of the Bougainvillea so that you can see what I'm talking about. But here's the Bougainvillea plant itself, nice, full, and luscious. It hasn't been in long. Remember, the Bougainvillea, if you follow my channels, it started over there in planters and pots. However, this is where it is right now, which I'm excited about. how it's gonna fill the whole fence. And so, like I said, on the far side, we have jasmine again. It's doing what it does. Looks like each jasmine plant itself has like one long creeping plant. And so this one right here is the one creeping plant that, I mean, hey, it's from here, it ended up over here, it's spiraling. Looks good, okay? It's gonna keep doing what it's supposed to do. And so it'll help to, you know, shade and or block the initial shock factor of this whole front yard garden that I have going on. And you know, I don't know, that's the whole idea. It's just to look cool, look entertaining, and also show people that they can do it too. And truth be told, honestly, you all help inspire me as well, giving me different thoughts and different ideas on how I could do things, how I should show you you can do things, and just trying different things, right? And so I have a great friend, Mr. Larry Stone, who you will probably see in each and every comment, but he has sent me some pictures of his harvest and things like that. But one of the things that stuck out to me is what he said: his wife is his rock, but God is the artist. And with that mindset, you know, and praying and things like that, I just asked, hey, what should I do here? What should I do there? How can this look better? How can that look better? How can, you know, we show your beauty here on earth? And these are different ideas that come up with having jasmine and bougainvilleas on the front fence. Like, wow, that's pretty cool. Having these raised beds with lights on the outside, wow, that's pretty cool. Painting the outside of the raised bed with some graphics to come, wow, that's cool. All these different things, man, God is the artist. I so agree. Larry Stone, Mr. Larry Stone, let me be correct, and I appreciate you sharing that with me. So now let's go to the back so I can show you what's going on in the backyard and the ideas that I have for the backyard garden. All right, great people, so in the backyard, we're gonna start off with the fruit tree section, which the avocado plant is doing oh so well. I would probably say it's about a year and a half old. We also have some banana plants with some bananas growing. Let me see if I can give us a good view. Boom shakalaka. We have some bananas growing here. And what I've read about this whole section is, I don't know, maybe you can eat it, but at the end of the day, what you can do is cut that part off, as these are growing bigger, with the idea that it'll allow for the plant to focus on the growth of the bananas and not so much on this flower. Though it looks great, though it looks beautiful, it can go. And as you all know, I have some pineapple plants down here, and the pineapples have been harvested, so there's no pineapples to see. However, what we can check out and take a look at is my section I have out over here, which, I mean, the yard itself is pretty spacious overall. However, I started concentrating on this small area, this small box, with the idea of either a no-till garden or a till garden, but more than anything, something on the ground. Not building a raised bed for it, but just doing something on the ground. And so this is the start of it. I am mulching. I'm sheet mulching right now, killing the grass out from up under it, with the idea that when I plant, those have already died and I don't have to worry about them. And when I say those, I do mean the weeds. I do want the weeds to die. I actually have a lot of weeds growing on this fence, which I need to figure out what I'm gonna do with it. I actually have an idea. It'll probably be another video, but I'm thinking of because I always try to figure out and think of research natural organic ways to do what I want to do, knowing I eat from the ground in which I do things on. So all that to say, it's going to be a natural approach. But with that being said, this here section is pretty big. I would say it's probably about 7 foot by 9 foot of a section, even if it may or may not look like that in this shot. But in this section, I will do like my rooted vegetables and even some regular vegetables as well. I'm gonna do a row of beets, a row of carrots. I'm gonna do some kale, some collards as well, and just see the difference on what it's like growing in the ground, which I've never done before, as opposed to growing in a raised bed. And again, here being in Florida, I have a sandy soil, so it is well drained, but it is sandy, and so they give you a perspective of what it's like to grow in this environment if you are growing in Florida or you're growing in an area that has sandy soil. So just trying different things, showing you different things as I'm learning different things, so then when you go to do your things, you have the knowledge and the wisdom and the, you know-how on how to do it. Because a little old me. But anyway, that's the backyard garden idea. So we just did the raffle where we gave away spots for the online garden community. But what I do want to recommend is, if you would give it a try, give it a look, click that join button. I promise you, this online gardening family is one that you want to be a part of. Finding some gloves out here. one that you want to be a part of more than anything, because we will get to try different things out. We'll be able to talk about different things. One of the things that I'm looking forward to doing is hosting online meetups, right? In a sense where we could be wherever we are, lock in online, streaming together, learning together, growing together, encouraging one another to let each other know that we too can garden, okay? We are all about growing from the seed to the tree, gardening with other people all around this world. So if you are new to the channel, please go ahead, subscribe, and let me know in the comment section below where you are viewing from. I would greatly appreciate it, because I love knowing where people are viewing from, connecting with people all around this world, and knowing that, I mean, people are actually watching all around this world. And so you may be one of those people that may not be in the United States, but somewhere I'm like, oh wow, I didn't know somebody was viewing there. Oh wow, that is somewhere that I do want to go. So it's cool to know somebody is viewing from that country, from that area on this video. So with that being said, I appreciate you all. I love you all. This is the update. I promise you, it's going to be some cool things coming. Even on Friday, I have some things that I picked up, okay? If you saw my Home Depot shopping video, you probably have heard me talk about some things that I wanted to pick up, and I did, okay? It happens. I went back and picked them up, and so I'll be planting them, putting them in the garden on Friday. So make sure you stay tuned for that video, and make sure you stay tuned for all videos by subscribing and clicking the bell notification so that you are aware of when videos come. Until then, have fun looking in the merch store down below. Click that join button after clicking that subscribe button. I appreciate you. See you in the next video. Peace. Love you.